on first down, it's Gurley. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, fine. Here we go. Hey, slow down.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
11.
On play action. Now going to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
I got it. 12, fellas. Here we go. 65.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hey, lift. Lift! 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 76, tell him. 76.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Average ball. Now you want. Go, 12, go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
But he did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Move it up, fellas. Tight right. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 12. Hey, hut. Flag.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Right here, over there, right? 12, fellas, here we go. 65.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. The 20. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
12. Flag. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 12. Choosing Mike. Watch Mike.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
6. Watch 52. Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
21. Watch out.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gould is able to put it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you accomplish what you set out to do.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
All right, here we go, fellas. Here we go. Come on out. Four down. We're good.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Goff now on second down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
Tiger, 66.
From the gun on third down, Goff escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Gurley again here on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
65, 65. Mike, check. 11, 11.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Dumped down to McKinnon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Mark Barron in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Go ahead. 13. 12. Check. Flag. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
12. 76. Tell him. 76. Go. Turbo, set.
After the interception, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 12. Maverick.
On second down, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
17. Deuce.
Out of the gun. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Two. Hey, 76. 76. 76.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And Cooks has it over the middle. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
12. Wait. 12. Go ahead. 11.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to find Garcon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11. White.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Garoppolo again. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. First down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Merlin.
Back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
14. Merlin. 76. DC. 12. Switch.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
5. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Merlin. 2.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp, trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range.
DC.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
DC.
He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that's going to tie things at 20. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go. That is right. That is right. Hey, four down.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, oh, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And fighting down inside the... And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
All right, Super 66.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a handoff for Gurley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 34. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he